Okay, happy Thursday, y'all. So first off, I want to say thank you to everyone that sent comments on my video or sent me messages. So sweet. I really didn't expect that, so I really appreciate it. So today is Thursday, if I didn't say that already, and I'm going out to dinner or out to lunch with a girlfriend, and I was gonna do my makeup, and I had this idea to just do my makeup on camera. I will disclaim, I'm not a makeup expert. I just do what works for me. I probably don't apply my makeup correctly, but that's fine. So if you wanna, I'm just kind of gonna, I'm going to just walk you through what I use, what I'm using on my face, and then kind of just talk about life as well. So it might be a little bit long, but if you're interested in this kind of video, then keep watching. If not, then whatever. Let's get started. Okay, so this is Bare Makeup right now. I don't wear like a crazy amount of makeup, but I have a lot of redness in my skin, a lot of dryness because it's so crazy weather. Today it is 60 degrees in North Carolina. It's been in the 20s and 30s, so it feels so hot right now. But I'm not complaining because it's been rather cold for me. So for my, I'm gonna be like kind of awkward because I haven't done one of these in a while and grabbing things, but just disregard. So the moisturizer I use in the morning is actually the CeraVe, but I use the PM one in the morning because the AM version of this is a little bit too oily for my skin. So I like to mix whatever foundation or CC cream that I use with my moisturizer. So I use the CeraVe, and then I use this CC cream from IT Cosmetics. It's the matte one, and I'm in the shade Fair Light. So I literally just take some on the back of my hand and apply it. Like, just pump it out. I pump about like 2 pumps for each thing. And I just find that, especially this time of year, it just mixing my moisturizer with my like whatever face stuff I'm using just makes all the difference in the world. So I just kind of mix it up. So yeah, today I don't have much going on besides going to lunch with one of my girlfriends. I'll kind of update a little bit on my life. So as I posted in my video yesterday, we moved to North Carolina in very end of April, May. We basically moved here because I think the last time I posted, I actually posted when my husband was leaving for deployment. So he was on a deployment for like 9 or 10 months, and then he actually got recruited out of when he was on his deployment from my contractor that was based here. Recruited him. So long story short, my husband ended up coming home early and taking this job here in North Carolina, and I was actually working, and we owned a house in Georgia, and I had a really good job in Georgia. So we were actually doing long distance for a couple months, and then I got tired of it. We had already gone through like all the distance for deployment, and then doing long distance from North Carolina, Georgia, which is like 4 or 5 hours, which does add up. So like we would rotate the weekends or whatever, but it got too much. And so I started looking for jobs up in this area. Actually ended up getting a job at a mortgage company that I actually used to work for several years ago when we lived in Fayetteville. They have a bunch of different offices and branches and whatnot. Ended up getting a job, so that's how that kind of happened back in May. So we moved here. We live close to Raleigh area. I'm not gonna say exactly where we live, but we live close to Raleigh. I absolutely love it here because there's so much to do. I love North Carolina. It's not Texas. If y'all know me, I'm from Texas, and so is my husband, but I do really like the area. The area we live in is just amazing. Like, we live in a townhouse, and we're renting because we decided to rent and not buy because we just didn't know the area, and we own houses that we rent out. And sorry if I'm like rambling, it's just, you know, what I do sometimes. So we decided to rent, and our lease here ends in May. And I think we're just gonna do another rental, but we want a backyard because we have 2 dogs, and walking the dog's just a pain, and they need a yard, so I think we're just going to rent for another year. And then we eventually want to buy, but we kind of are trying to figure it out because with us moving all the time, there's just no guarantees in life with if we're going to stay here or not. So that's that. So that's that story. My husband has a really good job here. That kind of thing. This is gonna be like 30 minutes long because I'm gonna forget to do my makeup. But I literally just use, I just mix that and put it on my face and use this brush. This is the It Cosmetics Heavenly Skin brush. It's kind of dirty, but I really like that brush if you're like wanting a brush. And then I need to get some more of this. This is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector, and it looks like that. It's pretty gross. And I kind of use this to correct my under eye. This one is like almost done. So I just use this. It kind of has like a salmon-y type of base. And I promise you my videos will get better. We actually bought a nice camera a couple months ago for my husband's business, and we can't find the charger, so it's dead. But as soon as I think I'm gonna order a new one off Amazon. As soon as I get that, I will start filming. I'm just filming with my iPhone 7 right now. So, and oh my gosh, y'all, this big sponge from Real Techniques is so great. I bought it at Target the other day. So, I just kind of have that into my skin, you know. So anywho, that's that. So, I got a question yesterday about how it's like with my husband being out of the military, so I thought I'd answer that. So my husband got out of the military in January of 2016, and I will say it's definitely a transition, and I felt like I didn't know much about the like contracting, getting out of the military type of thing. We kind of jumped into it. Like, my husband was very lucky and fortunate that he found a job literally, like, he went from getting out of the military to another job right away. We have friends, though, that got out, and he took 6 months to a year to get a job, which I can't imagine how that's like. That is crazy. But we were very fortunate and blessed in that he literally got recruited and like had a friend of a friend that literally recruited, like, he gave him a job. So we didn't have that stress, which I know there's so many people that go through that. So that was not a stress in our life, but I know it's a stress in other people's. So that's that. I would say if your husband's going to get out of the military, significant other or whatever, just be prepared and kind of do your research and all that kind of thing. I feel like our life is not much different than it was when we were in the military because we have moved a lot than a normal person. Eventually we want to have like a home, like where we settle down, but right now, like, I would love to just live, well, I want to move to Texas eventually because that's where my family is. I would love to be close to family, but I really just want to have a place that, I just want to be in a place for a while, you know, but the world, you know, that we're living in and my husband's job field, there's opportunities in different states and stuff like that, so I just never know, and I kind of am that mentality that I just go with the flow at this point. But we're probably going to be in North Carolina for a while, knock on wood, but you just never know with contracting. That's another thing. Contracting is so up in the air with how it's going to happen. My husband does work for a really good company right now, so I don't think they're going anywhere at this point, but they are in different states, so there could be a possibility in the future that we would move for his job, his current company, but right now, North Carolina. But anyways, I'll update you on other things too because I just feel like I've had so much going on in my life. So I told y'all that I got a job. It's going to be a long video, girls. Sorry. I got the job in May, and I recently, about a week and a half ago, let me backtrack. I got this job, and I loved my job so much. Like, I've never loved a job more. There's a spider on my wall. So I loved my job. I loved my boss. I was basically working for a mortgage company. And I was like a production assistant. So I basically did everything for a loan from the beginning to the end, pretty much. Loved my job. I I don't know, I felt really blessed in my job. I felt like I had a career going. I was on the right path to like move up. And if y'all know, in Georgia, I worked for a mortgage company before, or I worked for a mortgage department, but I was working for a bank. This time I was working for a mortgage company. It's a little different, but so loved my job. Basically we went to Texas for Christmas. Came back in the beginning of January, and things were really slow. The government shutdown affects loans. It affects a lot more than like you're aware of, or at least I was aware of. And basically that was the second that I came back, and I kind of felt different at my work. Like it felt like there was something off. And January 11th, yeah, I got a phone call when I was at work. It was a Friday, that I was being laid off. So feels like it was yesterday, because it was. But so I got basically told that my position was being cut and I was being laid off, which was devastating. And I know this happens all the time, but it was just it was really hard, because I felt like I knew something was off. I really didn't think my job was at stake at all. And that was really hard to hear. And I mean, I know things like that happen, but the way it was handled was just not right. And I would never like bash the company or anything, but it was just not, it wasn't the best situation. So anywho, I got laid off, so that's why I have a lot of time on my hands now. So I got like a severance package, and you know, I can go back to the company if there's openings, when there is openings. So right now I'm kind of just trying to figure it all out, trying to figure out what I want to do. So I'm not really good at staying home and like not working, but I'm just trying to make the best of it at this point, and just been doing a lot of organizing, cleaning, like getting doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, stuff that I really didn't get to do when I was working. So anyways, by the way, I know if you have any questions about products I'm using, just like message me or like put a comment. But this powder is by Maybelline. It's the loose finishing powder. It's really good. So really like it. So anyways, that happened. I don't know. I mean, it's still really hard. I don't know. I don't deal with things. I don't even know how I'm saying this right. It was just really hard on me, and I think it was more hard, in my opinion, is because I was very close with my boss. We had like a very good relationship, and when I left, it was just very awkward, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So it's just been crazy. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out. I have been applying to jobs, figuring out what I want to do. There's a lot of stuff in this area, so I think I'll be okay. But I'm kind of nervous to go work for another mortgage company. And then with the government shutdown, of course, there's a lot of other factors of, you know, places not hiring and whatnot. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. So basically, in a nutshell, that is why I have more free time, and I randomly decided to get back on YouTube. I don't even know why I decided. I'm trying to find my eyebrow stuff, and I can't find it. Okay. I always lose stuff like this. I don't know where to put it. This is just peachy. Probably right in front of me. Don't even know where my eyebrow stuff is. I'm trying to find it. This is very strange. Does anyone else just like stuff go missing? Because mine did. Well, we're just gonna use this other brow stuff, but I don't have a little spoolie thing or a little brush. This is strange. I'll probably, maybe it's like in the other bathroom. I don't even know. I do my makeup in the guest room usually because it has the best lighting. So I like to do it in here because our bedroom is like, oh, there it is. What was I saying? Our bedroom is really dark because we have like the blackout shades because my husband used to work nights, and when he worked night shifts, he was obviously sleeping during the day, and our windows are really bright. So I like to do it in here, and this, it looks like the sun's like trying to come out, which is great. So for my brows, I just fill them in with like a powder. This is like the L'Oreal powder, which has seen better days. And I get them waxed like once a month. I don't do really anything to them except get them waxed. So just in case you're curious. Okay. So yeah, that is my life now. We have 2 dogs. We don't have any kids yet. I actually have some fertility problems, and for years, I've had them for a few years, since we started trying, and I'm pretty open book at this point. I'll talk about it. I used to not want to talk about it, but, yeah, we have issues. In the near future, I'm probably going to do an IUI or IVF at some point. It's just a lot of money, and we're trying to figure out what the best route for us to take is right now. But I do have a really good doctor here, so that's that. I'm open to talk about it. If you want me to post a video on it, I totally will. I know it's very common these days, but yeah, a year ago I probably wouldn't talk about it, but I'm very open to talk about it these days. So that's that. No kids yet, but you know, I know God has a plan for me and Tony, and it'll happen no matter if it's IVF, if it's adoption, whatever it is. So anywho, that is that. So I'm gonna do bronzer. This is Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I love this bronzer. I'm in the shade Light because I'm very fair. And I just use this little brush to apply it. I hope y'all can actually see. I'm sorry. I swear I'll be better with the quality. I was looking at some of my old videos and I realized how bad the quality was, and I'm sorry. But I'm not fancy. I don't have all the fancy equipment. But I do want to start using our camera that we have. So anyways, if y'all like this kind of like makeup talk through, let me know. It's just my makeup routine. It's nothing fancy really. And then I'm going to do blush. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's from LA Girl. It's really affordable, cheap. You can get it at Walmart. I think I got mine at CVS, but this is the blush, LA Girl's brand, and the blush is called Just Playful. And that's what it looks like. It's just like such a pretty like peachy kind of blush. And I actually do this weird thing that I found from someone on Instagram. You like make this L and then you just kind of like bring it up. Sorry. Oh, can't see. I don't know. I've been doing it since she like posted it one day, and I really like it. I think it like makes a difference. So that's what I do for my blush. I don't know. Can you see? Hopefully you can. But the lighting, I'm in front of our window, so the lighting goes in and out. But anywho, okay. I'm just gonna do, I usually do eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna do mascara today. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter, so I'll show you all that. My mother-in-law gave me this little Clinique highlighting chubby stick for Christmas, and I really like it. I love the sticks because you can blend them in really easily. And I just put them like everywhere. You want to kind of be shiny, glowy, whatever. And I like them because the formula is super smooth and blendable. So I really like it. Sometimes I put a powder over it too, but today we're just going to use that. I'm just going to lunch, so I'm not doing anything fancy really. Someone else told me that I should start doing like vlogs and stuff, so I might consider doing that. My life is kind of boring at this moment, but I might consider it. You never know. So this is going to be an awkward angle, but we're just going to go for it. And if y'all have any other questions, just let me know. I'm open. If you have any ideas of what kind of videos I should do, let me know. So I use this primer for my lashes. It's the L'Oreal primer. It just looks white. It's gonna be awkward because no one can put mascara on like and look cute, right? So it's just like a white kind of thing. I just do one like small coat. I don't know that it like makes such a difference, but I've been using it, so that's what I do. And then I use the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara. I like this mascara a lot. I try to stock up when it goes on sale at Ulta. Sometimes they have, Ulta does like $10, their stuff for $10. It has like a plasticky wand, so I really like it. And I don't wear eyeliner at all. I just don't like eyeliner. I like it on other people. I just don't like it on me. So I don't wear it. I only really wear it like if I'm in like a wedding or something like that. But that's really the only reason. So I just don't like it on me. So I just like wearing a lot of eyeshadow mascara today, but it's just a mascara day. But we're gonna go a little close. Sorry for the close-up. Oh, another thing I was going to talk about, I actually got dermaplaned, I don't know what the correct terminology is, last Wednesday, and it was so good. If you're wanting to do it, I totally recommend it. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's like the new rage apparently, but it is basically they remove the dead skin off your face, and then of course any like peach fuzz you have on your face, which was really what I was excited about because I hate the mustache. I hate like looking in the mirror and I know you can do it at home, but I'm really scared to shave my own face. I know a lot of people do it. I'm just super scared. My skin is so sensitive and I just feel like I would ruin it. But anywho, it's not something that I could necessarily do all the time. It's pretty pricey. But I went to like this skin center in close to like the Cary area, and it was great. I had this girl that did an amazing job. So it's something that I'll probably do like every few months, but not like every month or anything. But she did such a good job. My skin was so smooth. She gave me some recommendations of products to start using on my skin as well, but it was amazing. So I highly recommend it if you are like considering it. So yeah, that's what I was going to say. It reminded me when I saw my skin up close. And it doesn't grow back darker or thicker. I know that's what a lot of people say, but it doesn't. Like you can definitely, like if you look really close, there's like probably a few hairs coming in, but it doesn't grow back like weird. So that's what I asked her. She was like, that is such a myth. That is not true. Because like a lot of people said that. But I really like it. I really liked it. I had a good experience. So I was super nervous because my face is very sensitive. My skin is very sensitive. But anywho, it's like the awkward like thing. Okay. So that's basically my makeup routine. Just simple. I don't do a lot. Usually I use eyeshadow too. I'll do a separate like eyeshadow tutorial or eyeshadow routine if you want when I do eyeshadow, but I'm just going to lunch and I'm gonna like maybe fix my hair. It's pretty dirty, but I don't really want to wash it till like tomorrow, and it's raining today. So what is the point to wash your hair when it's raining? There's no point. So anyways, I just finished by doing a little bit of powder. I like this Fit Me. This is the like compact one. The other one I used earlier was the loose one, but I like to use a compact to like set my face. I really like Real Technique brushes, by the way. You'll see like a lot of them when I use them. But anyways, that is my routine. Super simple. If you want to know any of the products, I'm going to take my camera. If you want to know any products that I use or anything like that, or have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will talk to you guys later.